Continuing our journey on triggers. Today, the concept anticipation and preparation. We've done some work on ourselves. Now let's take on this new concept. First, in your mind, I want you to have a politician. Think about how a politician always tries to curate their environment, saying always give the right response. That way they're not triggered negatively. They don't come off negatively. They try to have the right size audience. They want the right questions. They want to be around the right people. And then you see the image when they get ambushed by a reporter. No comment. They're rushing off. They try to avoid. They won't answer the question. As a leader, you don't have that luxury. As a leader, you need to stand up and talk about when things happen, when you're triggered, you need to give responses. And we always want to be seen as that professional leader. We're all human. We all get triggered. So let's think about anticipation and preparation. I'm going to say that 85% of the time, you know what's going to trigger you. And there's 4 areas where you're going to be triggered. First area, we've talked about already, values. Second one, environment. Next one, think about impulses or actions. And last one, people. Let's go through this real quickly. And I want you to, as we think about these 4 areas, think about yourself as a leader, how they affect you, and then think about someone that you're leading or someone is a protege of you who you're mentoring. Think about them. And as you're thinking about them, think about how you could intervene. That way, build overall self-awareness and build professional responses on when someone's triggered. First one, values. You know your values. You've already done the work. As you understand your values, think of where might that happen to me? Maybe you're running a meeting. Let's say a top value for me is respect. If someone's disrespectful, that really triggers me. It might happen in a meeting I'm running. It might happen in a meeting I'm participating in. It might happen just out in the open in a cafeteria or something like that. In the workplace. What is an appropriate response at that time so I am satisfied that I fulfilled my value and I've done what I should professionally? Think about you. What is a top value? What's it look like when it's violated? Anticipate where it's going to happen and plan your response. What is the response that you want to have that you are seen as, wow, Julie, that was really a professional way to handle that. So that's the first one, values. Next one, environment. There's certain environments that trigger us. It might be, let's say, public speaking. When you have to give a presentation, you're on edge, you've done a lot of preparation, you want to be focused, and then people hit you with something, and you know it triggers you. You'll snap back because you're focused someplace else. What's an appropriate response? For me, that's an area for me, particularly when I'm prepared, I have something to do and I'm focused on something. What's an appropriate response? Okay, I can't focus on that right now. If it's an emergency, let me know and let's handle it. If this is something that can wait, let's wait. Know the environments that put you under stress and will cause a trigger. That way you can build an appropriate response. Anticipate and prepare. Prepare the right response. Next one, impulse or action. What's an impulse or action? For me, if something happens that's going to make me late, always work and plan to be on time where I need to be. But when an impulse or some kind of action gets in my way, that's something that can put me over the edge. What is something for you? Is there an impulse that really works negatively against you? Think about what it is. What's the appropriate response when that happens? Last one, people. And this is by far not the least of them because it's number 4. This could be the highest one. There are some people that trigger us. You might be in a meeting, running a meeting, and that person walks in late. Oh, sorry, interrupts the meeting, and you're triggered right away. You walk in the meeting and you see that person there who wasn't supposed to be there, or you know that that person there is going to do something that's going to antagonize you, and it triggers you just because of their presence. What is, you recognize the trigger is going to happen. What is going to be your response? Prepare for that response. Realize these don't operate just in silos. Many times they cross boundaries. So you might want to think about them as a whole. But the main areas are values. You've identified them. You know what's important to you. environments that stress you, action or impulses that will cause you to do something, and certain people. Plan for it, anticipate what's going to happen, where it's going to happen, and plan for the response. Prepare for the response so that way you are a professional when you do it. Thanks for listening. See you in the next video.